So these are the basic syllabus we covered from the 11th standard. Now we are going to start our 12th standard syllabus. As I told you earlier that it in that 12th standard you must include the extended part of the HTML. So here I am going to start the first chapter of your 12th syllabus is advanced web designing. So what do you mean by the web designing? It means designing the web in which required manner. So those are for that required manner which we require to use the HTML. We can design a web by using the HTML. As you can know that you are knowing that HTML is a hypertext markup language. We learned some form controls like text box, radio, checkbox, submit, reset, text area, drop down list to make the interactive web pages. So now we are going to learn more form controls in advanced web designing. Advanced input elements. Input type is very important part in the HTML role, as you can see earlier. Here in your 12th syllabus, so here we are included the advanced input elements. Here I am showing the tabular format which represents the input type and its description. You can use the input type is equal to the color, number, URL, image, date and the email. So when you include the input type is equal to the color, it means it defines the color picker. Input number means defines the field for entering a number. Input type is equal to URL, that means defines the field for entering URL. Input type is equal to image, it defines the image as a submit button. So that means if there is a form, so in the form of the image you can play that image in the form of submit button. Input type is equal to date, to defines the date picker with the year, month and the day. Input type is equal to email, defines the field for the email address. The next chart is to input type is equal to month, that means defines the month, year in a 4 times y-mm format is there. So that means if you require to represent the year and month only, so you can use the input type is equal to month. If you require sometimes to represent the range, input type is equal to range, so defines the range control and default range is 0 to 100. Input type is equal to date, time, local. It means defines the date picker that defines the year, month, day and along with the time. Input type is equal to time, defines the control of entering the time. Input type is equal to week, defines the week and year control. Input type is equal to search, it defines a text field for entering the search string like a Google search. Input type is equal to file, defines the field, the file field and the browse button. So in that same manner, so when you require to send a mail, so you go for the your mail ID, open your inboxes, then you go for the compose button and in that for the sender side you set the particular URL or the mail ID over there, and in the bottom of the page you just attach the file. When you trying to attach the file, it browse the button, right, and it is entering the destination of your file where it is located. In that same manner, when you require to input type is equal to file, it does the same function. Input type is equal to tell, that means it defines the input field that should contain the phone number. Now the input type should give certain restrictions also on your web page. How come? Because input type is used for the validation purposes. It means For example, username is equal to text box, so that means username always in the form of or represent in the form of alphabets only. In that case, if user is going to fill that form and unknowingly he's entered the string number or the certain numbers in that particular text box, then it should not be get entered. So that's the reason behind we can say that we give some input restrictions while using the input code. So the reason behind I have mentioned here that input tag is used for the validation purposes. Some restrictions can be allocated. Special action oriented input types are there. Here are the one chart I have shown here. Input type is equal to disabled. It specifies that input field should be disabled. Max min. It gives the certain restriction for the maximum value and minimum value for the input field. The pattern specifies the regular expression to check input values. Read only. It means the user cannot edit the certain field or the certain content on the web pages. For that purpose you can use input type is equal to read only. It specifies the input field should be read only, not editable. Placeholder. It is acts as the temporary label showing the purpose of the text field without requiring the label tag. Required specifies this input field is required. The autocomplete specifies whether the form or the input field should have the autocomplete on or off. Autofocus specifies that the input field is automatically get focus when the page load. Again we are having the two input tag restriction. The height and the width specifies the height and the width of the input type is equal to image, so it is only applicable when you are going to insert the image. And the multiple specify that the user is allowed to enter more than one value in a input element, and this works with the input types like emails and the files. How to use the advanced input tag and restriction in HTML. For your better understanding, I have given the one of the HTML code. Here we are having the HTML code. It is representing the clearly the name. Here I have included the autocomplete attribute. I have used here. Input type is equal to email, so that means name is equal to email. The date of inception, input type is equal to the date, name is equal to the birthday. Office time, I have assigned the particular office time. For that particular representation of the office time, we require input type is equal to time, name is UER time, number of years completed in between the 1 and 100, input type is equal to time again. Office phone number, to represent or to take the input in the form of telephone number, I have given input type is equal to TIL, name is equal to phone, and for that the pattern is 0 to 9 it is 2 and 0 to 9 is 10. So that means initial 0 to 9 it represent the country code. For example, for our India it is 91, and the second it is again from 0 to 9, but here I am representing the 10 number. So that means we are again having the mobile number in a 10 numbers required. So that means the telephone number is mandatory for this form. Add your home page. For that home page, input type is equal to URL. Here if I have mentioned the URL, then so that means URL is there. Input type is equal to img, name is equal to d:324.jpg. it is the name of the file, and here the entire the path of that image file. and ALT. Click here to submit. Here I have explained the code to while applying all the advanced input tags and the restrictions. It is the word I have used, the restriction. It means I give the restrictions on the input. And now here I am showing you the output of that previous HTML code. Name and the email fields are representing the text box field to get the input from the user. The date of the inception are showing the particular format of the date in the form of month, day, date, day and the year. Office time again represents the particular format for that. Number of years completed between the 1 and 100 again representing the same format. Office phone number, add your URL here and click here to submit. Now we are starting with the meta tag. The meta tag, it means it gives the information or additional information in your web page if you require to give. This tag describes the certain contents of the web pages. The meta tag is used by search engines to search information provided with the web page. It is the empty tag which carries information within its attributes. The meta tag is placed in between the head tag open and head tag close. This meta data cannot be displayed on the web pages. Here I am going to show you the name, the various number of attributes over there. See here, and its values. If you require to set the name, so that means for example the meta name is equal to author. So to give the value in front of the name, we are having the 4 options over there: author, description, keywords and the copyright. For example, syntax to represent the meta is like this: meta, it's the main tag, name, its main attribute is equal to author. Next one, if you require to enlist or enroll the content of the web page along with the HTML code, you must require the following syntaxes. For example, the content can have any textual matter related to the name. For example, the meta name is equal to the author. So in that case, the content should be its name. So that means the author name is Bal Bharti. In that same manner, so when we require to write the meta name is equal to description, so the content part for that description is advanced HTML. The meta name is equal to, if we define the keywords, so the contents of that keywords is HTML5 and learn HTML. Then the next attribute of the meta tag is a character set. Okay, for that there are only 2 types of formats are there. First one is UTF-8 and second one is a big 5. If we write the meta char set, so that means what? The character set is equal to UTF-8, so it is only applicable for the Indian alphabets. And when we require to write the meta character set is equal to big 5, so it is required to write to give the input entries or to give additional information for the Chinese alphabets. HTTP equivalent, HTTP equiv, it gives the refresh, set, cookies, the content type and expires. So these 4 the functions you should assign under the meta tag. When we assign meta HTTP equivalent is equal to refresh and we include the content is equal to 5, so it means when the same code is being executed, it refreshes the same page for the 5 seconds. And next one, the meta HTTP equivalent is equal to set cookies. It set the cookies for the each and every site in your machine. When you set the meta HTTP equivalent to the content type, it means it gives the content is equal to text by HTML, and along with that set the character set is for the big 5. It means the applicable for, or this file is from the HTML text, but it is in the form of Chinese alphabet. Next one, the meta HTTP equivalent is equal to expires. It is usually applicable for the OTPs, because for example, if you get the OTP, it is only applicable for the 3 minutes, or the 2 minutes are there. So after the 2 minutes it expires its session. So for that reason we can use the meta HTTP equivalent is equal to expires, but along with that the content should be there. The content is equal to the user ID, for example PQR, it expires is equal to Wednesday 21st April 2020 23:59 GMT. So that means the session expires, or that particular software expires on that particular date. Now how to use this meta tag in a HTML? Again you are having brief explanation of each and every tag, but it is not sufficient until and unless you are implemented these all tags in your HTML code. So here I am going to show you the HTML included in my previous file. So in this way I have explained all the basic fundamental things of the HTML along with the advanced one. Thank you.